What is the meaning of the verb put down?
When you put people down, you criticize them. Jim hates his stepfather and puts him down constantly. I'm not inviting Sam to any more parties. I hate the way he puts everyone down.
What is the meaning of the verb get over with?
When you want to get something over with, it is because it is something unpleasant. That you want to finish so that you can stop worrying about it or dreading it. I think it's better to get the exam over with first period than to be nervous about it all day long.
What is the meaning of the verb stop off, Atlin?
When you stop off at a place or stop off in an area on the way to another place. You stop there briefly before continuing your journey. Stopping off in Cairo on our way to India would be fun.
What is the meaning of the verb come out?
When flowers or leaves start to grow, they come out. Oak tree leaves always come out later than the leaves of other trees.
What is the meaning of the verb wear off?
When the effects of drugs or alcohol gradually go away, they wear off. He's going to have a big headache after the vodka wears off.
What is the meaning of the verb fight back?
When you fight back, you fight, either physically or with words. Someone or something that attacked you first. The soldiers fought back bravely, but the situation was hopeless.
What is the meaning of the verb check out?
When you check people out, you investigate them in order to learn more about them. If you say that people check out, you mean that the information they have given you about themselves. Such as their education and work experience, has been investigated and found to be accurate. Before you give that guy money to invest, you should check him out.
What is the meaning of the verb taken, usually passive?
When you are taken in by someone, that person successfully tricks or deceives you. They were completely taken in by Jake's elaborate hoax.
What is the meaning of the verb hang on, to?
When you hang on or hang on to something, you hold it tightly so that you will not fall or be hurt. Hold on is similar to hang on. Elle fell off the horse because I wasn't hanging on tightly enough.
What is the meaning of the verb kick back, to?
When you kick back money or kick back money to business people or government officials. You illegally and secretly give them a percentage of the money that they spend with your company as a reward for giving you the business. The prosecutor said that 5% of every contract was kicked back to the head of the purchasing department.
What is the meaning of the verb plan for?
When you make preparations for something in the future, you plan for it. The festival was a disaster because they didn't plan for such a huge crowd.
What is the meaning of the verb look forward to?
When you look forward to something or look forward to doing something. You are excited about something in the future because you enjoy it or because it will benefit you in some way. I look forward to an opportunity to meet with you in person.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When you support people in a conflict or a confrontation, you back them up. When you support people by doing some work or a difficult assignment, you back them up. The general backed up his threats with 400,000 soldiers.
What is the meaning of the verb turn into?
When something turns into something else, it becomes that thing. It was cold and rainy this morning, but it turned into a nice day.
What is the meaning of the verb come in?
When people arrive at the place where they work, they come in. Get in is similar to come in. I called to tell the boss that I was sick and wouldn't be coming in.
What is the meaning of the verb count on?
When you rely on someone or something for help or support if you need it. You are counting on that thing or that person. The governor said that she's counting on our support in the next election.
What is the meaning of the verb fill in, for?
When you temporarily do someone else's job, you fill in for that person. She's the star of the show. No one can fill in for her.
What is the meaning of the verb get through informal?
When you get something through someone's head. You make that person understand your opinion or point of view. When you get something through your own head, you understand it? I finally got it through my son's head that I was serious about sending him to military school.
What is the meaning of the verb take up on?
When you take people up on an offer, you accept their offer. My brother has invited us many times to visit him in Hawaii, and last winter we took him up on the offer.
What is the meaning of the verb work up, to?
When you gradually improve at something difficult that you do regularly, you work up to that improvement. When I started running, I couldn't go more than a mile, but now I've worked up to 5 miles.
What is the meaning of the verb go around?
When an object spins or turns, it goes around. The disk drives in computers go around very fast.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When you get to do something, you are allowed to do it or are able to do it. I hope I get to shake the president's hand after his speech.
What is the meaning of the verb work out?
When a situation works out, the end result is successful. Yes, I thought your idea was terrible, but I must admit it worked out.
What is the meaning of the verb hear about?
When you hear and learn information about someone or something, you hear about it. I heard about the earthquake on CNN.
What is the meaning of the verb put down, on?
When an airplane puts down or a pilot puts an airplane down, the airplane lands. After the engine quit, the pilot looked for a place to put down.
What is the meaning of the verb carry away? With, always passive.
When you get carried away or carried. You should always start a new exercise program slowly. If you get carried away with it, you might hurt yourself.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When you move to a lower level or position or from north to south, you go down or go down to that place. Go up is the opposite of go down. Going down the mountain was a lot easier than going up.
What is the meaning of the verb cut down informal always separated?
When you cut people down to size, you do or say something to make them feel less important or less powerful. Hank thinks he's such a tough guy. Someone ought to cut him down to size.
What is the meaning of the verb turn in?
When you go to bed, you turn in. I'm really tired, I'm going to turn in early.
What is the meaning of the verb put in?
When you cause people to be in a situation, position. Or condition, you put them in that situation, position, or condition. Margaret Cummings was put in charge of the sales department.
What is the meaning of the verb come through?
When someone's feelings, attitudes, or opinions can be perceived by someone else, they come through. The professor's enthusiasm for the subject really comes through in his lectures.
What is the meaning of the verb hold on in formal?
When you hold on, you wait for a short time. Hang on is the same as hold on. I've been holding on for 15 minutes. I can't wait any longer.
What is the meaning of the verb go back, to?
When you are discussing the age of something, you go back to when it was created or started. This table is very valuable. It goes back to the 1760s.
What is the meaning of the verb lock out?
When a business locks out workers, the workers are prohibited from working by the business management. Management locked the workers out after they refused to sign the new contract.
What is the meaning of the verb get out, of?
When you leave your house and do things that are relaxing and fun, you get out or get out of the house. Ned doesn't get out of the house much, he prefers to stay home and play computer games.
What is the meaning of the verb fix up? With, informal.
When you fix people up or fix them up with someone. You arrange a date for them with a member of the opposite sex. I asked Jerry if he'd fix me up with his sister.
What is the meaning of the verb run down?
When you discuss or review items on a list from the first to the last, you run down the list. Let's run down the Christmas list and decide what to give everyone.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you put people up, you let them stay with you, usually temporarily, in your house or in a hotel. Sam didn't have anywhere else to go after the fire, so I said I would put him up for a couple of nights.
What is the meaning of the verb wind up?
When you say that someone or something winds up a certain way or winds up doing something. You mean that this situation was the result of a series of decisions, actions, or unplanned and unexpected occurrences. End up is similar to wind up. We got totally lost and wound up 100 miles from the campground.
What is the meaning of the verb come from?
When something comes from a source, that is where it originated. The word admiral comes from an Arabic word.
What is the meaning of the verb run up, to?
When you run to a higher level or place, you run up or run up to that place. Run up and answer the phone if it rings, okay.
What is the meaning of the verb bump into?
When you meet people unexpectedly or unintentionally, you bump into them. Run into is the same as bump into. We bumped into Sarah at the mall today.
What is the meaning of the verb move out, of?
When you move people out or move them out of a place. You take their furniture and other personal possessions out of a place where they lived. When you move things out or move them out of a place, you take them out. Move inland to is the opposite of move out. One of our roommates wasn't paying his rent, so we moved his stuff out while he was at work.
What is the meaning of the verb put up to?
When you persuade or pressure people to do something that is illegal. Dangerous, foolish, or unwise, you put them up to it. I didn't think it was a good idea to demand a raise, but my wife put me up to it.
What is the meaning of the verb deal with?
When you deal with a project or a problem. You do what you must do to complete the project or to solve the problem. After school the principal will deal with the boys who broke the window.
What is the meaning of the verb go on?
When you go on a diet, you start a plan to lose weight. I have to go on a diet, my high school reunion is in 2 months.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you contribute money to pay for or help pay for something, you put up the money. The mayor offered to put up half the money necessary to build a new stadium for the team.
What is the meaning of the verb show up?
When you appear somewhere, you show up. Turn up is similar to show up. I was supposed to meet my sister for lunch, but she hasn't shown up yet.
What is the meaning of the verb get up?
When you change from a sitting or lying position to a standing position, you get up. Stand up is similar to get up. After he hit me, I got right up and hit him back.
What is the meaning of the verb stand up?
When you stand up, you change from a sitting position to a standing position. Get up is similar to stand up. Everyone stands up when the judge enters the courtroom.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When you get to something that you want or need to do, you find the time to do it. When you get to work, you start working. My boss told me to get off the phone and get back to work.
What is the meaning of the verb fight back?
When you fight back an emotional response, such as tears or fear, you try very hard to overcome the emotion. I had to fight back the urge to punch him in the nose.
What is the meaning of the verb catch up, on?
When you study or learn something you are interested in but have not had time for, you catch up on it. I wonder what the latest gossip is. Let's call Michael so we can catch up. After I returned from vacation, I read the newspaper to catch up on the local news.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you allow animals or people to leave a place by giving permission or opening a door, you let them out. I opened the door and let the dog out.
What is the meaning of the verb go up, to?
When the cost, rate, quality, quantity, or level of something increases, it goes up. Go down is the opposite of go up. The price of gas hasn't gone up in 2 years.
What is the meaning of the verb look over usually separated?
When you look something over, you look at it or read it carefully and thoroughly. Here's the first chapter of my new book, look it over and tell me what you think.
What is the meaning of the verb fall over?
When people or things fail over, they fall to the ground from an upright position. That tree has been dead for 50 years, but it still hasn't fallen over.
What is the meaning of the verb stay out of?
When you stay out of a place, you do not go inside it. You can't come in here. Stay out.
What is the meaning of the verb bite off?
When you bite off something, you use your teeth to remove a piece. When you bite off more than you can chew. You agree to do something that you do not have the time or the ability to do. The lion bit off a huge piece of the zebra's flesh.
What is the meaning of the verb pull out of?
When soldiers leave a combat zone or an area where combat is likely, they pull out or are pulled out. Go in is the opposite of pull out. General Johnston pulled all the troops out of the occupied territory.
What is the meaning of the verb get out of?
When you leave your house and do things that are relaxing and fun, you get out or get out of the house. You work too hard, you should get out more.
What is the meaning of the verb dry off?
When something dries off or you dry something off, water or other liquids that are on it evaporate. Leave your wet clothes outside and let the sun dry them off.
What is the meaning of the verb go with?
When two things are part of one unit or set or are meant to be with each other, they go with each other. One of the fringe benefits of that job was the car that went with it. You can't buy the cup without the saucer that goes with it.
What is the meaning of the verb run down?
When vehicles or people driving vehicles hit and injure or kill someone, they run that person down. Ali was arrested after he ran 3 people down.
What is the meaning of the verb fall out of?
When you fall from or through something that is above ground level to the ground below. You fall out or fall out of it. I found a baby bird that had fallen out of its nest.
What is the meaning of the verb close off?
When you close off an area / you prohibit people from entering it or passing through it by locking the door or blocking the entrance. The house was so expensive to heat that the owners closed several rooms off.
What is the meaning of the verb take in?
When you allow people to live with you, you take them in. Judy's brother had nowhere to go, so she took him in.
What is the meaning of the verb come back?
When a condition, problem, situation, or activity returns or greatly increases, it comes back. There isn't much chance that double-digit inflation will come back anytime soon.
What is the meaning of the verb count on?
When you are certain then something will happen or that a certain condition will exist. You are counting on it. You can count on crowds and long lines at Disney World if you go in August.
What is the meaning of the verb help out, with?
When you help out or help people out. You assist them in doing some work or you lend or give them money or something else that they need. Can you help me out? I need $100 until payday.
What is the meaning of the verb let out?
When you make an item of clothing bigger by changing the seams, you let it out. The tailor let her old dress out so that she could wear it again.
What is the meaning of the verb let off?
When you let someone off a bus or other form of transportation, you stop it so that person can leave it. The driver let her off at the corner. That's my house there. Can you let me off, please?
What is the meaning of the verb put up with?
When you put up with something you do not like or are not happy about. You accept it and do not try to change it. My husband said, I put up with your brother long enough.
What is the meaning of the verb go after?
When a business tries to increase its profits by trying to increase. Its market share or its number of customers, it goes after them. The tobacco company denied going after the teenage market.
What is the meaning of the verb cool off?
When people or things cause a thing or place to become cooler, they cool it off. This bath is too hot. Put more cold water in it to cool it off.
What is the meaning of the verb stick out?
When you stick out an unpleasant or difficult experience. You continue with it until it is over, rather than quit. I hate this job, but I need the money, so I'll just have to stick it out until I find a better one. College isn't easy, but if you stick it out, you'll be glad you did.
What is the meaning of the verb hold up?
When a plan, idea, or agreement is still believed in or respected after a period of time, it has held up. Einstein's theories have held up despite occasional challenges.
What is the meaning of the verb turn into?
When you turn something into something else, you change it into that thing. The children turn the big box into a playhouse.
What is the meaning of the verb get inland to?
When you get in trouble or get into a difficult situation or a mess, a mess is a confused or difficult situation, you become involved in it. When you get people in trouble or get them into a difficult situation or a mess. You cause them to become involved in it. I don't see any solution to this problem. How did I ever get into this mess?
What is the meaning of the verb fall off?
When people or things drop to a lower level from a higher place, they fall off the place where they were. The dish fell off the table and broke.
What is the meaning of the verb try on?
When you try on an item of clothing before deciding whether you will buy it or borrow. It from someone in order to see if it fits or to see if you like it, you try it on. Would you like to borrow this dress for the dance tonight? Here, try it on.
What is the meaning of the verb throw out?
When you throw something out, you dispose of it by putting it in the waste basket, trash, and so on. Throw away is the same as throw out. Don't throw that newspaper out, I haven't read it yet.
What is the meaning of the verb cut up?
When you use a knife or pair of scissors to cut something. So that there are many small pieces, you cut it up. I was so angry at her that I cut her picture up and flushed it down the toilet.
What is the meaning of the verb stand for?
When abbreviations, acronyms, or symbols represent longer words or groups of words, they stand for them. The DC in Washington, D.C., stands for District of Columbia.
What is the meaning of the verb keep from?
When you keep people from doing something, you stop them from doing it. Jim's girlfriend's parents don't like him, and they try to keep him from seeing her.
What is the meaning of the verb put up?
When you build or install something, such as a building, shelf, fence, or wall, you put it up. We need to put up a fence to keep the rabbits out of our garden.
What is the meaning of the verb hold up?
When a plan, idea, or agreement is still believed in or respected after a period of time, it has held up. The ceasefire is holding up longer than anyone expected.
What is the meaning of the verb back up?
When you walk backward, you back up. When you drive a vehicle in reverse, you back up or back the vehicle up. I put the car in reverse and backed it up.
What is the meaning of the verb get off?
When you are standing within an area of ground, or on something that covers an area of ground. And you move to the side of it and step off of it, you get off it. The referee told the player to get off the field. You're standing on our beach blanket, get off it.
What is the meaning of the verb end up?
When people end up doing something or end up a certain way. It is the result of a series of decisions, actions, or unplanned and unexpected occurrences. End up is similar to wind up. A hurricane was approaching Florida, so we ended up coming home from our vacation early.
What is the meaning of the verb stick to informal?
When you stick it to people, you deliberately try to tease, annoy. Or embarrass them with an accusation, provocative statement, or difficult question. Sam thinks the new manager is an idiot, and he likes to stick it to him.
What is the meaning of the verb pick up?
When you pick up the check or the tab, a tab is a list of money. That someone owes, in a restaurant or other place, you pay it. Heather's father picked up the tab for the entire wedding.
What is the meaning of the verb lighten up, on, informal?
When you lighten up or lighten up on people, you become less harsh or less strict in your treatment of them. You've been criticizing me all day. Will you please lighten up?
What is the meaning of the verb close down?
When you close down a business or a business is closed down, it closes permanently or for a long time. The restaurant was closed down by the health department.
What is the meaning of the verb cut back, on?
When you cut back, or cut back on the amount of money you spend less. The president said he was against cutting back on spending for education.
What is the meaning of the verb get to?
When things or people get to a certain level, number, or amount, they reach it. LR sure was hot yesterday. It must have gotten to 100 degrees.
What is the meaning of the verb give away?
When you give a secret away, you accidentally reveal that secret. I haven't seen that movie yet, so don't give away the ending.
What is the meaning of the verb watch out for?
When you watch out or watch out for something. You remain alert for someone or something that is dangerous or important. When you tell people to watch out or watch out for something. You are warning them of possible danger. Watch out is the same as look out. Karen said she would meet us here at 12 o'clock, so watch out for her.
What is the meaning of the verb leave behind?
When you move, learn, or work faster than others in your group, you leave them behind. If you don't start working harder, you're going to be left behind.
What is the meaning of the verb keep down?
When you keep the volume of noise, music, or conversation down, you keep it at a low level. When people are being noisy and you want them to be quieter, you tell them to keep it down. Will you please keep it down? I'm trying to study.
What is the meaning of the verb wipe off?
When you completely remove a liquid from a surface by moving a towel. Or sponge across it with a sweeping motion, you wipe the surface off. You can either wipe off something that is wet or wipe off the liquid. Wipe up is similar to wipe off, however, you wipe up a liquid. But you wipe off the surface the liquid is on. Wipe the food off your face.
What is the meaning of the verb grow out of?
When people become too tall or too big to wear an item of clothing, they grow out of the item of clothing. I bought Susie's shoes one size too big, but she's quickly growing out of them.
What is the meaning of the verb run out of?
When people or things run out or run out of a place, room, building, and so on, they leave it very quickly. Run inland to is the opposite of run out. There's Sophia across the street, run out and ask her to come over here.
What is the meaning of the verb go through with?
When you do something that you have decided to do even though it may be dangerous or unpleasant or others may object, you go through with it. The spokeswoman said the company would go through with its plan to move the company to Mexico.
What is the meaning of the verb come across?
When you come across people or things, you see or find them without planning or expecting to. Run across is similar to come across. I asked the antique dealer if she had ever come across a Windsor chair.
What is the meaning of the verb throw out, of?
When you throw people out or throw people out of a group, place, building, or room, you order them to leave. Kick out is similar to throw out. Frank started a fight and got thrown out of the bar.
What is the meaning of the verb go away, for?
When you travel for a period of time, you go away for this time. We always go away for a few weeks in the winter.
What is the meaning of the verb come inland to?
When people or things enter a place, room, house, and so on that you are in, they come in or come into it. Go out is the opposite of come in. The burglar came into the house through the back door.
What is the meaning of the verb sign out?
When you sign something out, such as a book or something valuable or important. You write your name on a list to show that you have borrowed the item and are responsible for returning it. The professor signed the book out of the rare book room.
What is the meaning of the verb go on?
When an event or activity goes on, it continues. The party went on until dawn. I hate long meetings that go on for hours.
What is the meaning of the verb break up?
When a gathering of people separates, it breaks up. When the police tell people who are gathered together in a crowd to separate and leave the area. The police break the gathering up. The demonstration was broken up by riot police.
What is the meaning of the verb head for?
When you head for a certain location, you move toward it. When you are headed for or are heading for a certain location. You are planning to go there or you have stopped and will resume going there. Head toward is the same as head for. I told the guy at the gas station I was headed for Santa Fe.
What is the meaning of the verb leave off?
When you do not include people or things on a list, either accidentally or deliberately, you leave them off. Check to make sure you don't leave anyone off the list.
What is the meaning of the verb start up?
When an electrical or mechanical device starts up or someone starts it up, it begins to operate. My car's engine died at a red light, and it wouldn't start up again.
What is the meaning of the verb fill up?
When you fill something up, you fill it completely. We always fill the tank up when we're in Indiana because gas is cheaper there.
What is the meaning of the verb go down, to?
When you move to a lower level or position or from north to south, you go down or go down to that place. Go up is the opposite of go down. Toronto is too cold, so we usually go down to Mexico in the winter.